Hello, everyone. Questions were asked, and I take this forum to again to reach out to all my audiences. Two questions were raised for clarifying two terminologies that I have been using in my book as well as in my videos. So the first was what I feel and think about intuition, and second is the word that I constantly use, which is synchronicity. So let me give you a small and a simple clarification on these two terms, and I hope then you try to understand and see their relevance in your life. So, intuition is a higher form of intelligence. It's an intelligence which is touched to the non local self. So, intuitiveness happens once you go beyond body mind, and it is non judgmental. It has got no cause and effect relationship, and it is being dropped on from the universal consciousness. And the more you transcend beyond body, mind, and ego, you find more frequency that's tuned into level of intuition. And intuitions are a guiding force. They guide you in a way, and they help you grow more spiritually. Or and intuitions also is non-judgmental. You don't have anything to judge in that. There is no loss and gain in intuition. There is no profit or loss in intuition. It's just a connect with your inner self, the core consciousness. And intuition comes when you are in a very state of calm and you are a silent witness to your own self. Keep in mind, do not confuse intuitions with anxiety. So at times people are anxious and they get some thoughts which are impulsive, or probably they want something and there is an aggressive desire to get something at the moment. So you may get all these hallucinations or maybe projections of your impulsiveness, but they are not intuitions. Intuitions comes when you are in the most state of calmness, and it's thrown to you from the universal consciousness. So when the individual mind gets connect with the universal mind, that interface is the place where the intuitions are arising. And the more you go beyond body mind and you transcend beyond your ego mind, you transcend beyond ego, you sense more intuitions. And intuitions are something that is a signal which is being sensed by the non-local self. That is your soul. So there where the intuitions are. It's a highest form of intelligence. You tuned into the frequency of the universal consciousness. So it's a kind of blessing, and the spiritual traditions call it a state of grace. Coming to the second term, synchronicity. So this is a term which was used, which is actually coming out of Vedanta, and in the contemporary psychologist, especially Jung, started using this term in the researches as well as in the academics and its application to psychology behaviors. So it's come out of the synchronicities come out of the Greek word called chronos, which is time, and sync means syncing in and with time. So again, synchronicity is where the I would say it's a conspiracy of events in the universe, and it's like everything coming together to solve a purpose, which you are not driving it. It's happening in itself, and it syncs in itself to fulfill a purpose which the universe wants to experience. So a synchronicity again, it's a non-local phenomena, and it's probability of events coming together at the same time. So sometimes you may think of an ice cream and somebody gets you an ice cream, and sometimes a meaningful relationships comes back in your life. Sometimes you're expecting something and you feel and you just get a call by that person. So it is a meaningful correlation. It's a meaningful coincidence. And sometimes in the common term, in the layman term in English language, people term it as miracles. So what miracles are is basically meaningful coincidences, because they are sinking in time and they're taking a probability of its materialization through this body mind. So again, you go beyond body mind, you transcend beyond ego, and you find more synchronicities in your life. And again, it's a guiding force. So synchronicity and intuitions are complementary to each other. So they're not synonyms, but they are complementary to each other. Because intuition is the intelligence to learn synchronicity, and synchronicity is actually the process in which the intuition is happening. And when things come to materialized in the physical form in your life, synchronicity takes its shape in the materialized form. But it's like all events which are correlated to each other come, and it takes place in the physical time and space and context in your life. So it's a purpose that is supposed to be filled, and it gets filled because the universe wants to experience this purpose to be filled, and you become a medium to that. And again, it's a state of grace, as per the Vedantic culture, as far the spiritual traditions are concerned. It's a state of grace, and the more you go beyond the ego mind, and when you reach the core consciousness, when you are just the self, you experience more synchronicities in your life, and you understand the meaning and the relevance of these events in your life, and the purpose behind these events in your life. So synchronicity is also is a state of grace, but the synchronicity will only happen when you are beyond your ego mind, because it's not a it's not a wishful thinking. It's not at all a wishful thinking, and neither it's a lustful desire. Synchronicity is again common word, common language. People call it good luck or state of grace. So good luck is nothing but when the opportunities and your level of preparedness becomes one. So the more you go and transcend beyond ego, and you are with your core inner power and the inner self, which is what you are exactly, the fundamental and the absolute reality, there is more synchronicities to be experienced in life. There is more intuitiveness in your own self. And both these things are non local phenomena. Through you become locally experienced. So I hope I have answered these two questions, and keep on writing into me. Take care and enjoy your coming weekend. Thank you.